guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Noel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some tips that I think everyone should know before they start studying law in Ghana. So I just finished with my first year of studying law in undergrad, and I'd really like to share these tips with you. These are just a few tips that I think everyone should know before they start studying law in Ghana. Alright, so my first tip is that you need to get this book. I'll put it up here, Learning the Law by Glanville Williams. Everybody needs to read this book, and I think it's very wise if you buy it before law school actually starts and just start reading it, because once you start, you're going to be asked to get it anyways. So just get it now. It's really packed with information. I'll put a bit of the chapter titles over here so that you know how necessary it is to have this book before you start studying law. Right, so my next tip will be that you need to get a copy of the Ghanaian Constitution, and you need to get the right copy. So there are different copies on the market, but it's not every copy that is right for you as a law student. So you usually see this one around, but that's not the one you're meant to get as a law student. Yeah, you need to get, that's not the one that is recommended by the lecturers, so you need to get this one. I'll put up a copy of the one that I use. Yeah, you should definitely get a constitution. Right, so my third point is that you need to be prepared to be alone all by yourself most of the time. Studying law is a very self-isolating course. You don't really spend a lot of time with people. Once you move from class to tutorials or seminar, and maybe you spend some office hours with your lecturer discussing, that's the end of it. You need to spend loads and loads of hours all by yourself, because there's no other way around it. You just need to shut yourself up in a room and start some reading. So yeah, just prepare yourself. You're going to spend a lot of time alone, unless maybe you enjoy reading with a lot of people, but that's not very ideal. All right, so another point is that you need to like, how do I say this? You need to like really psych your mind that you're about to do a lot of reading. So usually, right, when you tell somebody that you're going to study law in Ghana, they're going to be like, oh wow, you must really like reading. Oh my gosh, prepare yourself for a lot of reading. And yes, it's true. And no matter the number of times you hear people say, prepare yourself for a lot of reading, the reading, you will never get used to it. Honestly, the reading is a whole lot. So I'll give you like an example of the amount of reading that you can do for just one module. Just to give you a fair idea, in your first year you're going to do about 4 modules. In my school, that's the case. For first year you do 4 modules, and with those 4 modules, one of them is constitutional law at my school. So I'm just going to give you a fair idea of how much reading you're going to do for just one topic. Let's say there are about 10 topics that you do for one module. This is what you're going to read for just one topic, and one topic could take like 2 to 3 days. Yeah, so that's like just the textbook. The textbook is not everything. You're going to have cases. So for one topic, you could get about, if I'm to give an average, I would say 10 cases. And if I'm to give an average for each case, I would say 20. For constitutional law, I would say like 20 to 30 pages. So yeah, you can just multiply for one topic, then multiply 10 topics, then for 4 modules. That's a lot. So yeah, the reading is practically endless. So just psych yourself up for it. You can do this. Right, so my next point is that you shouldn't get intimidated by the kind of people that you're going to meet in school when you're studying law. So when you enter your class, you're going to meet a whole lot of extroverted people, a whole lot of confidence people who are always speaking up, people who always have something to say, people who always have an answer to your questions, people who are just always on their game, honestly, in your class. And this is just an advice. Just psych your mind up for it, especially if you are not so extroverted. Just psych your mind up for it. Don't be intimidated. Don't be intimidated at all, because I mean, you guys are on the same level. That's how come you all enter the same class. So just feel free, relax, just see them as sort of motivation, but don't be intimidated by the people that you're going to meet. Right, so the next thing we are going to talk about is the clothes that you need as a law student. So I'm sure you guys know this, that law students wear quite a lot of black and white clothes, or they wear black and white clothes on the regular. Now this is some advice I can give to you. Yes, you need to get a couple of black and white clothes, but please don't go overboard. That's something that I did, and it's really not necessary. So at my school, for example, this might be different at every other school, so you need to do your research before you go to your school. But at my school, for example, I bought a whole load of black and white clothes, thinking that I'll need to wear maybe every day of the week or a majority of days of the week. That's totally not the case. I wear black and white clothes maybe once or twice a term. So yeah, please don't stress yourself out. Just get the bare minimum is fine when it comes to black and white clothes. So my next point I'd like to share is that you need to start reading wide even before you come to law school. You need to come into the law class with an idea of what you're coming to do. So you can go online, search for law journals, just read, see how people write, see how people think, the legal community. Just make sure you come in with some sort of idea, so that when certain things are being mentioned, you don't always have to put up your hand and say, sorry, what's this, sorry, what's that. Otherwise, the journey when learning is going to be really long and really stressful. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope that you learned something from this video. Please don't be afraid to comment in the comment section. If you have any questions, any clarifications, I'll be very happy to answer them, or any other law students around will be happy to answer them in the comment section. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. I'd really like that. Thank you. Bye. Do I look good? Do I look pink?